we got a juggler. Nice, nice. A lot of laser swaps on PSN. I've definitely noticed.
Yeah, you don't see that many normally. I'd say this tournament, seeing 3 of them already is a bit of an outlier.
Interesting. We don't. Yeah, we only really had like one player at one point. Like now that still plays juggler. It's been more or less dead for a while, but it's interesting seeing the developments they make because it's very different from when it was the cheese build to like get to S rank easy
Hmm.
back in the day, and it's a lot harder to play now because it isn't the cheese build to get to S rank easy.
Yeah, I mean between the NGI nerfs, the Acellus nerfs, but I also think just like the change to more stronger kites that
Yeah,
the laser
just the
swap does
meta
real well
changes.
against something like yeah, Power Baka.
Yeah,
Um,
and the player base is getting better at like disrupting people that shoot that kind of
yeah.
thing. Oh my goodness,
All
those are
right, we got a
flamethrowers.
flamethrower soup tank into the laser swap. And yeah, I think the player skill, like I think when lambs first came out, everyone's like lambs are impossible. It's like now like okay, like we've kind of learned how to deal with them. You got to assault boost out the
Like,
coral missiles. You got to stay
yeah,
but back when the hammer was strong, you got to stay kind of right under the hammer.
even before it got nerfed, like even before it got like all the nerfs from like 1.06 and 1.07, like people were getting better at the matchup, and they weren't
All
as
right.
dominant after a bit.
We got a big lead here for Ortarius. Yeah, that stagger is going to do a lot of damage. The redshift cutting through the tank.
This might, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty unfortunate draw if this is their main build of choice
Well,
because
Tella said if they were on stream, we're going to see some memes. So I think flamethrower
yeah,
tank might count.
I think that does fall into the aspect of memes, I will say. Alright, going back into it. I don't really know if there's anything I can really say to fix it, because usually the tank's best option is to outdamage the juggler as well as disrupt them. You can
Hmm.
disrupt them, but you have flamethrowers and you have soup. Soup is not gonna hit at the ranges that laser swap is gonna fight you,
No,
and
no. Soup has a
flamethrowers
weird
are kind of worse.
trajectory where they kind of launch right on top of you and then take a second to start tracking.
Yeah. I
So,
think the only way he could maybe make this playable is if he just played in the air and forced the juggler to get to them, because the soups are better there, and the flamethrowers are much harder to get out of the range from when you're in the air.
right, just kind of
But
force them to use a lot of EN to come engage you.
yeah, and like stay in that range, and it's harder to kick an air tank as well,
It is.
which is
It
also
is a
nice.
tighter matchup here,
Yeah,
but not.
the term is up, but not quite
Yeah.
enough, unfortunately. And there you have it. First one going to was that
Going to
Ortarius?
Ortarius.